Guillermo del Toro is an Academy Award-winning Mexican filmmaker and former special effects artist. He's renowned for his fantasy and horror films and his ability to jump between low-budget Spanish-language films and massive Hollywood productions. The idea of genre filmmaking is connected to the universal concept of the story. Every culture has tales of romance, horror, and journeys, and film emulates this by dividing movies into these categories based on the common aesthetics and ideas that occur in different styles of stories. While American Hollywood often dominates genre filmmaking, filmmakers from across the world have continuously used their own understanding of stories to make their films. Cronos, Del Toro's debut feature film, represents an interesting case study in how Latin American narratives are often uncooperative with the rigid stereotypes that are often imposed on genre films. Because of the limited funding for Mexican films, going to the cinema as a child instead gave him access to a wide range of foreign cinema.
Realmente de horror y por las tardes o en las mañanas películas para niños. Entonces se confundía Walt Disney conmigo con películas de horror italianas o japonesas.
While he originally wrote the script in Spanish, he was approached by an American producer who wanted to see what it was like in English. Their characters jump fluidly between Spanish and English in a way that few Hollywood genre films ever attempt.
Which one? Esa. ¿A ti también? ¿Sí?
It not only normalizes bilingualism to the American English-speaking audience, but also represents Del Toro and Mexicans like him who can easily speak both Spanish and English. Guillermo del Toro maintains his interest in gore and body horror throughout his filmography, and his debut feature is no different. It contains blood, peeling skin, violence, and insect attacks. Originally being a special effects artist, it is no wonder that this remains an aspect of many of his films, and overcomes the idea that he's simply conforming to the tropes of the horror genre. Many horror films utilize religion as a point of terror. Demons, curses, cults, all are common horror movie tropes. But while religion is present in Cronos, it is intertwined in the personalities of the characters rather than a point of antagonism. The main character, named Jesus Christ, played by Federico Lupi, through a statue of an archangel, is gifted the possibility of eternal life. When he dies, he returns to life after 3 days, covered in stigmata. It is, as Del Toro puts it, pagan and strange reinterpretation of Christ, one whose blood imagery is not of sacrificing himself, but others so he might live. This fascinating imagery analyzes religious Latin American ideas through an intriguing hijacking of the horror genre. Family and the support structure of the extended family is a very important aspect of Latin American culture, and thus is part of Latin American film narratives. Cronos continues this depiction of family with the relationship between Jesus and Aurora. They trust each other deeply, with Aurora constantly working to protect him from others and himself. Likewise, when he returns to life, it is her that he trusts. He communicates with her in a way that she can completely understand, and it is for Aurora that he chooses death rather than eternal life as a vampire. This film utilizes horror in a way that Hollywood has rarely done, combining with aspects of Mexican culture, creating something complex and thought-provoking in a way that many horror films that exist simply for shock factor do not.